Hello everyone, today is Sunday. I have a device, I'm gonna review it, and unfortunately that one device had to get so much footage, I didn't have any time for that. So, time for plan B. So, what does this plan B entail? Well, allow me to show you, and it's something I've always wanted to review, so here it is. The Yes, the Atari plug and play thing. How do I know it's plug and play? Well, it has this, and the cable is very, very long. I mean, yep, there's that, and making so much noise. It's always fun. You can see there's the Atari logo. There's that big red button. There's that joystick where you have to wrench, and extra buttons, one for reset, select, start, on off switch, LED light that tells you that it's on, and on the back, yep, a cover, battery cover with a screw. That's always fun. Takes 4 AA's. That's always fun. So to compare this with an actual Atari 2600 controller, here is an Atari 2600 controller. See what I mean? And yep, did a good job of wiring, so there's that. And yep, big red button, all that stuff. Don't think I need to tell you, do I? Anyway, well, you get the idea. And of course, yeah, there's that. So yeah, I bought this back at the swap meet about 6-7 months ago, I believe. And yep, I wish I would have bought it back when it was new. I think it was 2002 when this thing came out. Yeah. Oh well, what did I buy back in 2002? That plug and play thing. I think it's one of the Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man one. I don't remember, but it's been a long time. So there's that. Oh, I think I already showed. Oh yeah, you could see TV games, video game system. Yep, 2002 through 2002 to, was it 2009, 2010? I don't know. A good chunk of years, an era where plug and plays were the ultimate alternative. When you can't afford an original Xbox, PlayStation 2 and GameCube. So, yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but get some batteries, and plug in the capture card, get some footage, and see what it looks like. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so putting in the 4 AA's and turning it on, this is what you get for the copyright screen, and right off the bat, you turn into the 10 games you see here. So you got Adventure, trademark, Asteroids, registered trademark, Breakout, registered trademark, Centipede, registered trademark, Circus Atari, registered trademark, Gravatar, registered trademark, Missile Command, registered trademark, Pong, registered trademark, Volleyball, oddly enough, trademark, and Yar'S Revenge, registered trademark. So yeah, 10 games to be included in this Atari plug and play thing, and that's what you get. Could you add more? Of course you can't. So let's take a look at all those 10 games. And by the way, my apologies for the sound lag due to the capture card. I don't know what happened there, but oh well. So here we have Adventure. Here you go on an adventure where you get the chalice from one castle and bring it back to your castle. And that's how that works. So here's me taking this key all the way to the castle. Excuse me. So yeah, take the key to the castle. It'll open. There you get the chalice, and yep, of course this is game one. Of course there is sound, but you'll hear it in just a bit. And there's, well, there's the sound, and oh, there's the magnet. I don't know what I'm doing with the magnet, but I don't think I need the magnet. There we go. Got the chalice. Nope, nope, nope. Get the chalice, and let's go back the way we came. And oh, let's take the bridge here. Let's take the bridge and taking the chalice with me. And yeah, I know there's an Easter egg here, but I know it has involving either game 2 or game 3 of it. But yeah, I think I know for a fact Warren Robinett made this game, but no credit to. So there's the and there we go. Got the chalice and we win. Let's move on to the next game. Next up is Asteroids, where you can take control of a ship, you shoot down brightly colored popcorn, and yep, plays truthfully to the arcade version. So there's that. And I know there's other versions out there, but I do remember playing this on the 2600 when I was little. But yeah, I do remember the asteroids looking like brightly colored popcorn. So just shooting that. So yeah, there's a bit I struggle a bit shooting down that last bit of popcorn, or the asteroids rather, or that bit of asteroid I should say. And oh, come on, get that. There we go. Move on to the next thing. And there I go. Anyway, move on to the next game, shall we? Next up is Breakout, that classic ball and paddle game that everyone knows and loves. Slight problem here. This game is meant to be played with a paddle controller. Not sure why it's on here, so that explains my absolute suckage at this game, because you're not meant to play this with the actual controller. You're meant to play this with a paddle controller. And I don't think it's been said before, but I'll probably come out and say it, that analog controllers or analog sticks on modern controllers nowadays are not substitutes for paddle controls. But I don't know. I guess take what we can get, can we? Yeah, so yeah, the beeps and bleeps here that's a good some bit beeps and bleeps here. So yeah, I know I'm a bit of rambling on here, but just to show you, yeah, the movement of the paddle. I mean, it's definitive, and there's that. There is another I forgot what I was gonna say, so let's move on to the next game. Next up is Centipede, where you can take control of the rectangle at the bottom, shoot down the centipedes that descend, and of course the occasional spider that pops up, here and there. And that's pretty much it. If you know Centipede, then yep, if you know Centipede, then you already know Centipede. Unfortunately, there's no Millipede, where there's DDT, where you shoot down the DDT, and yeah. I do remember the 2600 really well, of course, because I've played it in the past, obviously. So there's that. I do to be honest, I don't have that much memories of Centipede. I know I've played the arcade versions elsewhere, but very little of Centipede on 2600. I think I played Millipede on NES, which is roughly the same, but yeah. Centipede 2600, good version overall. It's worth playing. So, yep, move on to the next game. Next up is Circus Atari, where, yeah, that happens. So, much like Breakout, here in Circus Atari, you got two people going, going up and down and such, and it's much like Breakout, except here, yeah, that happens. And speaking of Breakout, much like Breakout, rather, this game is meant for paddle controls. And playing this with a joystick like this, it's what Karen Aijo from Review Starlight used to say, non dayo. So yeah. I'm pretty sure it's still fun, but yeah. Good luck getting used to it playing it on regular controls as opposed to paddle controls, but yep, sound effects happen, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah, not much to talk about much again with Circus Atari. So yeah, let them go splatter, and we move on to the next game. Next up is Gravitar, where you control the ship and you have gravitational pull. You shoot down the UFOs. You shoot down the bases on the bottom. There's gravity, obviously, and excuse me, I'll come out and say it. I don't have much memories of Gravitar, mainly because I was too busy playing other games such as, well, we'll get to in a minute, like Breakout and Centipede and Pong and Missile Command and all them games. So yeah, I mean Gravitar. I mean it's still good. Just it never crossed my path in some form or fashion, whether it be the arcade game version or the 2600 version. Oddly enough, I do have it, but I rarely play it as much. But yeah, and we move on to another place in the map. Shoot down more of the bases at the bottom and more of the UFOs. And yeah, I just ran into stuff. So move on to the next game. Next up is Missile Command, the classic missile defense game where you shoot down missiles from missiles coming from elsewhere, and you protect the cities at the bottom. And you have a certain amount of missiles, and you hear some sound effects, and yep, yeah. Again, you protect the cities from missiles descending with your own missiles. Don't get too trigger happy with the missiles though, because you have a certain amount, and once you waste them, that's it, I suppose. Just hope that the missiles don't hit the cities, but and if you're lucky, and also if you score enough points, you get an extra city, but you can't have more than 6. So yeah, there's that. A lot of fun, both arcade and 2600 versions. So yeah, I mean, what more do you want me to say about Missile Command? It's fun overall. It's a good game, and yeah, not much more to talk about on that. So let's move on to the next game, shall we? Next up is Pong. Yes, Pong, or more technically, the tennis game from what's that one game called? Video Olympics. Yes, Video Olympics tennis. I don't know why they call it Pong, but oh well, since there is no quote unquote definitive Pong, at least that I'm aware of, for the 2600. I do know that there are Pong devices out there, which I have a few, and I've yet to make a device review Sunday video on that, but I'll get around to it when when I can. So yeah, not much to talk about this tennis variant, or Pong rather, other than it's just like that tennis game from that, except much like Breakout and Circus Atari, you're using the joystick rather than paddle controls, and a game like this is not meant for that. You're supposed to use paddle controllers for a game like this, and yep, and that's the reason why I'm doing terrible at this. So let's just let the computer defeat me so we can move on to the next game. Next up is volleyball, or more technically, real sports volleyball. Yep, not much to talk about. It's just real sports volleyball, and yep, just play volleyball like you would, the real thing. It's a good game. I have very fond memories of real sports volleyball. Just the fact you could just turn it on and let the display on screen here just amuse you and stuff. And yeah, not doing too competently, am I? But yeah. So yeah, volleyball's volleyball. Not much to talk about. Well, at the very least, they didn't throw in the real sports volleyball variants because, yeah, that one was just terrible. And not much to talk about in this one. So I guess we'll just let this footage roll and we move on to the 10th and final game. And that is, of course, Yar'S Revenge. And that was a good start on Yar'S Revenge. So if you don't know what Yar'S Revenge is, you play this character called a coat tile, and you shoot down the barrier that goes down, and you're supposed to, well, avoid that, of course, to get a missile. So yeah, get a missile by going up close to the boss there, and shoot a missile at it, and it goes boom. And avoid the spinning thing that goes, that does that. And amuse yourself with nice explosions, which not very good here, but a lot better on the 2600. So there's that. Also, that glitchy thing that's in the middle is considered the neutral zone. Torpedo. That torpedo can't harm you, and you can't shoot it. So there's that. And avoid that square thing that tries to kill you. Yeah. I think I've said enough of all these 10 games, so I guess there's not much left but to wrap this thing up, go back to the desk for my final thoughts.
So, yeah, 10 games, Nintendo on a chip. Fun times had to be... Let's try that again. 10 games, Nintendo on a chip. Fun times had by all. If your standards are... you're expecting Atari 2600 technology, but alas, no. It's Nintendo on a chip, but what's the worst that can happen, right? Well, sometime 2003, 2004, something similar from Atari was released, and we'll look at that if I can get around to it. And I do have one of those, and yeah, so not much to talk about on this anyway. So yeah, that is about it for the Atari plug and play TV thing. Have fun making a title on this, won't you? But yeah, that's it on that. If you want to get one of these, your best bet is eBay, or maybe even Amazon. Who knows? Or who knows? Maybe your local swap meet might have it. But yeah. Anyway, that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching, and take care and all that good stuff. So, yep. So until then, see ya.